Thank you, thank you. Welcome to Paducah Fest. Summerfest. Summerfest in Paducah. 32 years. We're Southern Jazz. As you can tell, our brand of Southern Jazz is Dixieland. The group has been together for about 6 years, put together by our leader, Dr. Ted Bordowski here at Paducah. Give Ted a hand. He put this group together. We play around the Paducah area. Some of us play with other groups around the territory too, and as we go through the evening, I'll kind of introduce each one to you, tell you a little bit about them. We kind of consider ourselves weekend warriors. We're not professional musicians, but we play dances and parties on the weekends. And so I kind of tell you about the musical backgrounds. It's a musical group, many years of experience through here. None of us are really professionals, but we have a good time with it. We hope that you enjoy the evening, and we hope you enjoy our brand of Southern Jazz. A couple of times tonight I will mention that we did go to Nashville and cut a CD. You can't buy Dixieland music many places. It just ain't done much anymore, so we went to Nashville, cut an album, and back there by the big tree is a couple of gals. Stand up, wave your hands, girls. They've got CDs for $16 and cassette tapes for $12. Little commercial there. If you like Dixieland music, for some of you parents who the kids are still into rock and roll and stuff, buy them one of those tapes, and if you can get them by themselves where they listen to it a little bit, they may not admit it, but I bet you'd find their toe tapping or something along the way. Here is I Can't Give You Anything But Love. We opened with Strike Up the Band. thank you, thank you. I can't give you anything but love, Southern jazz. Well, we'll talk about our leader here a second. We're going to get around after each tune and introduce you to everybody. Most of you know Ted. He's been here for over 20 years. Went to University of Tennessee, Memphis. He's an eye doctor. Played as a kid, played clarinet, played through high school, played through college, put his way through college. Has a love of Dixieland, and he's the guy that put the group together. And we play pretty much exclusively the Southern Dixieland style of music. Again, you don't hear it very often. It's fun music to listen to. It's a lot of fun to play. And it's because of Ted that the group's together. We enjoy playing. And you want to say anything? He doesn't want to say anything. Thanks everybody for coming out, especially thanking you for buying those CDs. Here is the Darktown Strutters Ball. I'll be down to get you in a taxi, honey. band. What a band. Thank you very much. Southern Jazz. Our lead trombone player, the only trombone player, is Ray Sissel. Ray's from down at Gilbertsville. He has Sissel Marine and Fix 'em Up 'em, and if you run your boat down there on a stump, you take it to Ray and he fixes it up. Does a lot of cosmetics and works on them their big pleasure boats. Ray played as a kid, went to school at Murray, went in the service, played in the Nuremberg Symphony Orchestra. That had to be a kick. The Nuremberg Orchestra. Woo. Played in the service all through the year, over in Europe and around, and then came back and has been playing with different groups ever since. So when Ted was out looking for a trombone player and asked people out through the territory who can stand up and play a great Dixieland chorus without music and who knows most of the songs, Ray's name came up most of the time. Most of the time. He's a great player, as you've already found out. Ray Sissel on trombone from Gilbertsville. Here's the Basin Street Blues. That's your classic river music. Basin Street. Over here on the 88's been playing great as usual all night is H. Pruitt. H is from Dawson Springs. Listen, I'm from Missouri. Is there really a Dawson Springs? Is there really? How many people live there? 5? 4 tonight since he's gone. Okay, many of you probably know H. He's a longtime musician, great arranger. He arranged for some charts for my big band in 1959. Great charts, and I didn't actually meet the guy until, heard about him all my life, didn't really meet him until Ted put us all together 6 years ago. H went to Murray. Where were you born and raised? Clarksville, Tennessee, and then he was the band director at Hopkins County for 27 years. And has played with numerous groups all over the territory for years. So as you can see, is kind of tell you each one, we've all, even though we're not professional musicians and we do other things for a living, music's been a big part of our life really since we were all kids. So great job there, Homer. And always a pleasure to play. Give Homer Pruitt a hand. You'll enjoy him the rest of the evening as you have before. He's a great player. Another weekend warrior. Of my heart, of my heart. I met friends were dearer than two, but we had to part. I know a tear would glisten if once more I could listen to that gang that sang Heart of my heart. Now I'm gonna talk to you. Thank you. Now back on that big double bass fiddle is Jim Fern. Some of you around Paducah know Jim. He's over at Calvert City. He went to Murray. And he played all through the service, and he and H play a lot down here in the Southlands. They have their own group, a big band and a quartet that plays around. Jim is the executive director of the Kentucky Music Educators Association. Now, that's a fancy title. What it means, he's like me. I'm a lobbyist in Missouri. He's basically a lobbyist in Kentucky. He represents every. He won't admit that. That's what the heck he is. He's a lobbyist. He represents all of the band directors and choir directors throughout the state. At the Capitol at Frankfort. He lives in Calvert City, and I have to do my work in Jefferson City. He does his in Calvert City. I said, how in the world do you get by living in Calvert City? He said, I've had this job so long, I've had them fooled so long, they said I can live anywhere I want. So Jim obviously has had a lifetime of music. He coordinates all the programs for the music educators throughout the state. A very responsible and prestige job, and we're proud and honored to have him as part of the group. And as you've heard, he is a great bass player. So that's Jim Fern. Give him a hand from Calvert City. Here's one of the great Dixie standards. It's got a great title, too. Strutting with Some Barbecue. Thank you. A little strutting with some barbecue. Our drummer, Captain Stevie Williams from Cairo, Illinois. Hey, Steve, born and raised in Cairo. Steve's been my drummer for many, many years, and he's also a firefighter for 20 or 30 years. He currently is head of security over at Bungie in Cairo, and he's on the Illinois Fire Service Institute and still teaches classes and training for new journeyman firemen all over the state of Illinois, at the University of Illinois and in Chicago, in an institute up there. So he's between music and holding down a job and then doing all of that training around, a very busy guy. Great player, great lover of jazz and a great player of jazz, and very flexible and can play a great set of traps for Dixieland. Give a hand, please, to our drummer from Cairo, Steve Williams. Here's an appropriate tune for Down on the River here in Paducah tonight, Down by the Riverside. Thank you. What a gorgeous night. A little warm, but hopefully there's a breeze up there for you. Down by the riverside. Well, we got one more, and that's me. I'm Jerry Ford, and I'm from Cape Girardeau. Played this horn since I was in the 3rd grade, if you can believe it. Played all my life. I was in the funeral business in Cape for years, Ford and Sons Funeral Home. Some of you, unfortunately, have probably visited there once or twice over the years. Sold out to my brother, went to the legislature, served in the legislature for several terms. Then was in business for a while, and now I'm back in Jeff City as a lobbyist. Have 2 groups, have an 11-piece orchestra and a 5-piece combo that has played all over the territory since the late 50s. We were the house band at the Colony Club and the Purple Crackle in those days, late 50s up through the 60s. You remember that? Yeah. Harper Stackhouse up there spent a month there one weekend. Those were the good old days with all the great bands that came through. So I've been playing this horn forever, it seems like. My big band, I will kind of do a little plug for you. My big band in 2 weeks is going to Charleston, South Carolina to represent the state of Missouri at a national legislative conference. And so we're just kind of like Southern Jazz here. We get together and play all the time. H and Jim have a group that plays all the time. I play all the time in Cape North, and Ray plays with groups. Steve plays with me, and we all get together, and where we have really the most fun, because the Dixieland is the most free form of playing. Jazz is a free form up to a point. But Dixieland, it's, hey, here's a chord progression, let a great piano player and bass player and drummer lay down the progression, and then the horns play to their heart's desire. It's really a great kick to play. It's a great kick to play for you. And we are, as a group, Southern Jazz. Here's a great tune. It's called Shine. right. We're supposed to entertain, we've been going a little over an hour here, and we're supposed to entertain you till 9:30. It's a little after 9. Now don't everybody get up and go away. We're just going to take about 5 minutes here to get a drink of water, to rest our brassed out lips, and give you all a chance to go up there and buy one of those fabulous, fabulous CDs for $16 or a cassette for $12. Hang right there, fan yourself, stand up, take a stretch, and we'll be right back.
Treat me right. You kept me up all morning, noon, and night. Oh, it's all over, baby. Our love is fading. Oh, yeah. Our love is fading. This is the best part of both of us. Pass around, boy. Now this band's gonna play from 9 to 1. Everybody here's gonna have some fun doing the mess around.
Here we feature everybody in the band. things are going to get a little religious here. A little closer walk with thee. Featuring Theodosius Bordadauskas. Our last tune before our last tune. Our last tune is the finale of a whole bunch of stuff. So this is the second to the last tune. This is the second to the last tune. Back home in Indiana. Hey, thank you very much. Southern Jazz featuring our leader, Dr. Ted Bordowski, on licorice stick. On the perambulating slide trombone, Ray Sissel. On the 88s, H. Homer Pruitt. The man with the hair from Calvert City, Jim Fern, on the double bass. Captain Stevie Williams on drums. And yours truly, Jerry Ford, on trumpet. Southern Jazz. Now we're going to keep playing. He's going to keep playing. We're going to do a series. You're going to hear Little Saints. You're going to hear Little Dixie. You're going to hear maybe the Battle Hymn and a few things we throw in. Kind of our traditional closing. And at the end, you'll hear the national anthem, My Old Kentucky Home. Good night. We're Southern Jazz. night. We appreciate you being here. We enjoyed playing for you. Hope you enjoyed us. Southern Jazz. Good night from the Paducah Fest.
So good could turn out so bad. Once was the best is now the worst I ever had. Whatever happened to the way it used to be? But it's a love affair we got going, baby. It's sure killing me.